Just show the screenshot. Yeah. Fucking shy, isn't it? You wanna know how this whole thing began? Alright, let's go back to December 2021. I was on Logan's server, and this new guy just came in known as Delta. I forgot his last name, but I don't care about that. Let's just say he kept harassing me, teasing all his projects and stuff, until one time I decided he can do a test teaser for main course. Little would he know, I gave him the subplot for the film. And what came out of it? A whole barrage of freaking spoilers. Spoilers for the subplot of main course. Spoiling where Woody would have went and the ending to the piece of shit getting sketchy. I rejected the trailer because, spoiler territory which I didn't like. But you know what really pissed my blood, bringing it to a boil? Taha freaking re-uploaded the entire subplot, I repeat, the entire subplot of main course onto his YouTube channel without asking. Let me repeat that again. He took the main course subplot, which had a whole lot of freaking spoilers, uploaded it publicly on his YouTube channel without asking. I mean, dude, I wanted a test trailer, not a fucking steal. I kindly wanted him to take the video down, and let's just say sometime later, stuff happened I can't remember. But then I tried moving on from him. Fast forward to December 2022, I believe. Or November, I don't know what it was. Any of his new kids caused diversity. Similar stuff happened. He kept pestering me, talking about various projects, and he's trying to shove me into one of them, trying to shove my friends into these situations, pestering us when we were busy, even though that's the same as that one. Point is, this kid just wouldn't shut the fuck up. He just kept pestering us over and over and over and freaking over again. And do you want to know what one of the projects were? A sequel to Getting Sketchy, where Happy Town characters and NBA OCs, I shit you not, I think teamed up and bear with me for a sec, I forgot how the whole thing went, but yeah, let's just say that he kinda suggested NBA Happy Town to cross over no apparent reason. But he suggested Harmonica opted to stay as the film, which was not intentional. I even argued that not every film needs to have a villain. Let's just say he kept bugging me about all these projects. He even dragged Lillian into it for Don Knows the Movie. An obscure project that was never done, might I add. Frick, I'm losing my train of thought. He even suggested a sequel to Spaceballs, even though he never helped on the original. That freaking Spaceballs movie. And you know what else? He tried sabotaging the plan of Anthony's other movie, even though he has nothing to do with it. So the point I'm trying to get across is that diversity aka Taha aka Delta, yep, he's been freaking us over. Project after project, pestering conversation after bugging, you know what. Let's just say he was a bother and yeah, you see, there's a lot of stuff I would love to explain, but I don't know how to put it. But yeah, let's just say he was a whiny little bitch, and you know, you know what really ticked me up? He shipped me and Lillian after I defended her. He was talking shit about Lillian. I defended her, saying, something like, oh, yeah, I literally replied, and why are you harassing my girl over some project? And what did the varsity say? Jacob's got a hot girlfriend. Bitch. Lily and I are just bestest BFFs. We'd never go out of each other. We'd never be a couple. You're just doing this to seek our attention. You, ugh. Sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. This guy's a fucking idiot, you know? In fact, I have a theory. This Taha guy came in as diversity, lied about being from the UK and all that, just because I was in the UK too. And he mentioned Scunthorpe because of a certain online controversy with, the C word with the NT at the end. Yeah, let's just say he did a lot of shit. So, if he asks for any certain project, reject it immediately. He will fuck you over. Oh, and why is I put him in the last movie? I should have known. He was just pretending to be that stupid duck cover and don't hug me, I'm scared. Sorry, it's just Taha is such a... He's a fucking idiot.
I never thought to be dealing with this again. I promised myself to not get myself into other bullshit, but yet here we are, which I friggin' hate. God damn it. And I thought dealing with other people was worse than I would ever imagine. Well, I can just throw my introduction. Hi, my name is Mikey. You're probably going to ask me, Mikey, why are you in this video? What does this have to make you involved with this guy that you're dealing with? Well, there's a reason. In one of the projects that I was doing with Joseph, aka Double Rewind, he was supposed to be, voicing the duck character from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, but instead decided to use a clip from a clip video, or I don't know what to say, a clip montage of the duck guy talking and all, instead of his using his actual voice, which made me suspicious at first hands. Which, again, I didn't know at the time that the guy was going to actually record and all. I was waiting patiently as far as possible. I was telling him that we had a deadline and stuff, etc., etc. If y'all remember that we had a deadline to at least for the double rewind and all. And we didn't want to, waste anyone else's time. So, yeah, with all that in mind, we were adjusting things and I was waiting for his clip. He only sent me a YouTube video containing the lines from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. And I was like, are you going to record them? And he didn't give me anything else. Unless if I remember correctly, he may said no. I don't know. Again, I'm using Blair memory and stuff. Please forgive me about it. But, yeah, anyways. Yeah, that was not the only thing. There was a couple things that Diversity did. And, it was very complicated to say at least. Diversity wanted to throw more ideas for Double Rewind, which I will say for one good thing that Diversity did. He did mention that we could add more stuff for next year's Rewind, which we can take for suggestions and all, which thank you, / not thank you. Of course, I know I'm being hypocritical, but you know the freaking point. But yeah, he was giving suggestions and all, and I decided to keep some of those suggestions. But another thing was he wanted to do at least some of the stuff for double rewind. But at that time, we were rushing for a bit because we were almost close to the deadline of release date, releasing the rewind itself, etc., etc. Point blank to make it all good and close. I told him we can't add anything else. We were trying to at least get everything in and done and dealt with. We don't want to delay this thing as far as possible. We were waiting for other people to at least, get this thing released and showed to the public and all. And he was like silent and stuff and like questioning and all. It was just a typical response. Also, another thing, I could throw this out. Also, he's been kind of throwing some other stuff about like, me over obsessing with Junko again. Literally, don't pull a freaking Quran or any other shit. Sorry if I mentioned that person's name in here. I do apologize as far as possible. If I were to say this as, as possible, but I hate the fact that when people are just trying to at least, insult me and throw words about me liking Junko, that's kind of a you problem. No offense to anyone else. If you don't like what I like, then that's fine. You don't have to really like bash my opinion as well. But hey, it is what it is. But then again, people like y'all are wanting to start shit with me, and I don't like that. Anyways, with that in mind, oh wait, one more thing. Me and Jacob were actually going to continue making main course, but until the guy decided to start shit and decided to leak one of the plots or some stuff, and Jacob somewhat had to almost shelved it. But the thing is, I think we're going to get back to it and retool it as far as possible. It's only up for what Jacob believes. If I were to say it correctly, it's only up to him at this point. It's only up to him at this thing. And again, if Jacob is hearing this by editing this video or wherever the fuck it is, I hope you can get back to editing or making different changes for your main course. But anyways, with that in mind, Diversity, you really just ticked me off about this stuff. I thought I could trust you as far as possible. I didn't know that you were doing all this stuff behind our backs as far as possible, and I know for the fact that you're trying to get more attention out of this, but hey, now that you got the attention that you needed, which you don't have the good attentions, you have the ill will attention to becoming the bad guy, of course. And I will say this. You wanted attention. You got the attention. But now the attention is not even a good response. As far as possible, what I can see is you're just making yourself look like a fool. And not to mention, you did throw a bunch of couple insults to a couple of my own friends out here, which was not very nice and very, very rude. Let's just say it wasn't very pleasant. And again, you're just being rude and all. I'm glad that Jacob told me about this shit as far as possible. Also to Logan, I am very sorry that you had to deal with this guy as far as possible. And for Lillian, I am very sorry for Lillian for actually having to deal with diversity as well. I'm just very pissed off the fact that you made majority half of my friends mad as far as possible. But as I can say this as for myself, I will not at least feed off of your negative energy anymore, because for the fact that you actually try to be immature and all, it was just rootless. But also another thing, I was trying to keep myself good and calm and clear while the others were trying to control themselves. Which, it's hard for me to even say shit. But anyways, thank you for listening from my side of the coin. I hope you enjoyed listening to my thoughts and my honest opinions. I'll let anyone else take the mic for me. And, anyways, Diversity, please get away from my channel and stuff. You're just being a dingus and a total a-hole. Anyways, next person.
Taha Aamir is the most biggest wanker I have ever seen. A little fucking idiot wants to lie about saying he's from the UK when we know damn well he lives in the Middle East, exposing plans for our future, and I just wish this fuckwit can die in a fire.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Mikey. So, is there anything we learned in today's video? Well, let's just say, long story short, that Taha did a whole lot of shit. But how do we recap this? Well, he leaked my project, he was being rude to Logan when his mother died, he shipped me and Lillian, which is so wrong and off on so many levels, he kept bullying us, pestering us, all that shit. And now let me think, what was the other one he did? Well, let's just say the point is, he's been doing so many other stuff to us. So, if he asks you to work on a project with him, say no. He'll just probably just fuck it up anyway. Well, that's all the time we got, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next video. This is Random Master, signing off. Stay random and all hail the corn. Oh, and if Taha watches this, I got 2 new pet birds for you. This one's Fork and this one's you. Okay, goodbye.